Pakistan.
IRNSS-1F. Going by the current trends, satellite-aided navigation services in India are expected to see a steep rise in the coming year, to an extent that we may feel almost breathless if they were to be withdrawn. Be it simple voice-guided navigation support for driving, to the ultra-modern satellite navigation tools for journey en route and safe landings for aircraft pilots. The satellite-based navigation support will be there everywhere. We are in Nehlan, an isolated village in Mizoram. The extreme terrain here experiences more rains and inclement weather conditions compared to most other parts of the country. For the natives in their routines, it is mostly either climbing up or moving down the hills all day and all the time. For them, the built-in natural understanding of the area is the best navigation support they have. But for those who are new to the area, losing the way could prove to be nothing less than a nightmare and a disaster. Aditya narrates the instance of that fearful dark night when he lost his way to Nehlan. The road signs were hardly visible in the heavy rains and there was no one to guide. He somehow barely made it to the destination after many hours escaping tragedy. Under such extreme weather conditions, the IRNSS navigation system will prove to be a boon for travelers like Aditya. This robust system will provide continuous navigation aid to the users even under such extreme and inclement weather conditions. Let us now position ourselves on board a Coast Guard ship under an operational situation in the Bay of Bengal. The ship uses a foreign satellite navigation service. There is a sudden confusion on board due to a technical problem in the navigation. Frantic SOS messages reading the navigation system failure are sent to the station at Chennai, causing further chaos. Amidst the confusion on board the ship, the Coast Guard struggle to figure out what has gone wrong. With the availability of IRNSS services, the services that will be under our control, we can be confident that our ships or other vessels will not be put under such situations. Scientists at the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, have designed and have nearly completed a constellation of satellites for an indigenous navigation system called Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System, or the IRNSS. The system is built keeping in mind the very specific requirements of Indian subcontinent. They are also constantly putting in their best to devise innovative solutions to the various needs of navigation by using this system. A space-based navigation service has to work round the clock, 365 days in a year, and continue year after year. The system also needs a constellation of satellites that would work together in order to provide accurate navigation information. The satellites of the constellation are required to be of similar type and specification. IRNSS will be a constellation of minimum 7 satellites, which will provide navigation service over Indian landmass and approximately 1,500 kilometers of region surrounding it. Accurate time support is the essence for any space-based navigation system. The precise Timekeeping support to the IRNSS system will be provided by the state-of-the-art atomic clocks. With availability of real-time positioning, velocity and accurate time to the users. The system will ensure highly dependable and reliable navigation service. The timekeeping support is an ensemble of atomic clocks, namely active hydrogen maser and cesium atomic clocks, with appropriate time and frequency measurement, equipments and algorithms. The IRNSS system time is maintained in such a way that its difference from Coordinated Universal Time or UTC is maintained within 50 nanoseconds. Here, accuracy in time is what that really matters. Today, we are just 2 satellites away from having a minimum constellation of 7 IRNSS satellites. The 6th satellite of the IRNSS family, the IRNSS-1F, is a 1,425 kilogram satellite. The launching rocket will place the satellite into a geosynchronous transfer orbit or the GTO. Thereafter, a series of orbit racing maneuvers will be carried out by firing liquid apogee motor of the satellite so that it reaches its destination into the geosynchronous orbit. The satellite will be placed at 32.5 degrees east. 5 IRNSS satellites are already operational. ISRO continuously monitors the incremental improvement in the system performance with the addition of every new satellite to the constellation. Extensive field trials are also being conducted to gather sufficient data to evaluate the performance of the system. IRNSS user receivers designed and developed by ISRO have been deployed at various sites, which also include moving vehicles and a number of ships. The results from these are highly promising and are indicative of a useful satellite navigation system in the making. The IRNSS-1F satellite has arrived at the launching station of ISRO SDSC Shah. The satellite has been placed on board the PSLV C-32 launch vehicle. It would be interesting to know that the satellites are placed in the top portion of the launch vehicle and are covered by a protective shield called the payload fairing, or more popularly, the heat shield. This will be the 34th flight of the PSLV launch vehicle of ISRO. After this launch, we will need only one more IRNSS satellite to reach the space for the navigation services of the IRNSS to become operational.
Welcome back to the launch base for the live events. Right now the countdown is at minus 17 minutes, 22 seconds, very close to the final authorization that will be given by the mission director. As you may be aware, the countdown got initiated following the clearance given by the Mission Readiness Review Committee and the Launch Authorization Board, the LAB. This authorization is provided based on the readiness of vehicle, satellite, ground stations and other range support systems. On the first day of the countdown, the propellant filling of the 4th stage of the rocket got completed, and today very early in the morning, the 2nd stage of the rocket has been filled up with liquid propellant. At T-minus 15 minutes, we will have the authorization by the mission director to proceed with the launch. The countdown is at minus 16 minutes, 37 seconds.
जी हाँ, प्रक्षेपण यान उपग्रह एवं भूकेंद्र की तैयारी की समीक्षा के पश्चात प्रक्षेपण प्राधिकरण बोर्ड की अनुमति के साथ ही प्रक्षेपण के लगभग 54.5 घंटों की उल्टी गिनती 2 दिनों पूर्व मंगलवार 8 मार्च को 9:30 बजे सुबह ही शुरू कर दी गई थी। हम अपने दर्शकों की जानकारी के लिए बताते चलें कि 4 चरणों वाले PSLV
This
में
is vehicle director to
उल्टी
mission
गिनती
director.
के ही
All
दौरान यान के
parameters of
दूसरे और
PSLV
चौथे
C32
चरण में
vehicle are
तरल
normal
ईंधन
and all
भरा
systems
जाता
are
है।
healthy. PSLV C32 vehicle is ready for
ये बहुत ही
IRNSS 1 of
महत्वपूर्ण
mission.
घड़ी है जिस समय
Mission director Roger.
T माइनस
Flight director
15
to
मिनट
mission
पर
director.
अभियान
IRNSS 1
नियंत्रण
of spacecraft is configured
निदेशक
and ready for
महोदय
launch.
प्रक्षेपण की अनुमति
Mission
देंगे।
director Roger. Range operation director to mission director. Range is ready for PSLV C32 IRNSS 1F mission launch.
So we are at minus 15 minutes, 40 seconds.
Timing calling control, timing in external
All
mode.
eyes are on the
Roger.
mission director. Right now he's getting the readiness of the various systems, the launch vehicle, the range, the satellite, other one, to authorize at T
Roger.
minus 15 minutes to proceed with the launch, which will be followed up by the initiation of the automatic launch sequence. So minus 15 minutes, 20 seconds now.
बहुत ही नजदीक हम उस घड़ी के जब अभियान नियंत्रक महोदय जो प्रक्षेपण की अनुमति की घोषणा करेंगे और आगे की गतिविधियां
Mark means 15 minutes and
पूर्व
counting.
नियोजित कार्यक्रम से जारी रहेंगी।
This is mission director.
So mission
Based
director
on the
has
confirmation of readiness
just
of
turned on
PSLV
the
C32 vehicle
key
system,
authorizing
IRNSS
for
1
the launch
satellite,
of
range systems,
PSLV
TTC systems, and
C32
clearance from
IRNS 1F mission.
Launch Authorization Board. Mission director hereby authorizes to start the launch operation sequence for PSLV C32 IRNSS 1 of mission.
All stations note, mission director's authorization given for ALS sequence.
जी हाँ, अभी आपने बिल्कुल सुना कि अभियान निदेशक महोदय ने अनुमति की घोषणा कर दी है और किस तरह से हम विभिन्न यान के चरणों का समायोजन करते हैं, इसी की एक छोटी सी आधारित डॉक्यूमेंट्री जो शार में निर्मित है, उसके लिए आप कुछ ही क्षणों में प्रतीक्षा
Mark means
करेंगे।
14 minutes and counting.
Vehicle director to ALS console. Vehicle director authorizes for initiating automatic launch sequence for PSLV
What you are seeing on the screen is the flagging off of the first stage motor from the assembly building. It's being moved to the vehicle assembly building and for assembly to the mobile launch pedestal. As you know, it's a solid core motor. There's 139 tons of propellant loaded motor, consists of 5 segments, and the first hardware that is moved to the launch pad is the core-based route, which is followed up by assembly of the remaining 4 segments. So once all the 5 segments are assembled, it makes the total first stage, S139 stage, with 139 tons of propellant.
जी हाँ, आज का प्रक्षेपण यान PSLV XL एक 4 चरणों वाला यान है। 20 मीटर लंबे और 2.8 मीटर व्यास वाले प्रथम चरण कोर में और साथ में जुड़े 12 मीटर लंबे और 1 मीटर व्यास वाले स्ट्रैप-ऑन मोटर में 138.2 टन एवं 12.2 टन हाइड्रोक्सिल टर्मिनेटेड पॉलीब्यूटाडाइन आधारित ठोस ईंधन भरा होता है। 12 मीटर लंबे 2.8 मीटर व्यास वाले द्वितीय चरण में 41.35 टन तरल ईंधन अनसिमेट्रिकल डाइमिथाइल हाइड्रोजन और 25% हाइड्रोजन हाइड्रेट UH25 और नाइट्रोजन टेट्राऑक्साइड N2O4 भरा होता है। जैसा कि आप अपने स्क्रीन पे देख पा रहे हैं, प्रथम चरण के समायोजन के साथ ही उसके चारों ओर स्ट्रैप-ऑन्स लगा दिए गए हैं। 6 स्ट्रैप-ऑन्स जो इस परियोजना को PSLV C32 को एक्सेल संस्करण के रूप में विकसित कर देता है।
So after the assembly of the first stage with 6 solid strap-ons, what you're seeing now is the second stage, which is the liquid stage of the PSLV being flagged off from the facility, and it's ready for integration to the launcher.
जी हाँ, प्रथम चरण सॉलिड, द्वितीय चरण फिर लिक्विड, फिर सॉलिड और अंतिम चरण लिक्विड होता है। 3.6 मीटर लंबे 2 मीटर व्यास वाले तृतीय चरण में 7.6 टन ठोस ईंधन HTPB भरा हुआ होता है।
So you're seeing right now the third and fourth stage, which is a composite stage containing the solid and liquid, is being flagged off from the facility, which is located in the launch base, and it's ready for assembly to the launcher.
1.6 टन तरल ईंधन वाला 3 मीटर ऊंचे लंबे 1.34 मीटर व्यास वाले चतुर्थ व अंतिम चरण में अब उपग्रह को समायोजित करने की प्रक्रिया होती है। इसलिए उपग्रह को पूरी तरह से परीक्षित करके और उसके बाद यान से जोड़ने के लिए प्रक्षेपण स्थल की ओर ले जाया जाता है। जैसा कि आप अपने स्क्रीन पर देख पा रहे हैं, उपग्रह को यान के अंतिम यानी चतुर्थ चरण जो द्रव चरण होता है उस पर जोड़ने के लिए आगे बढ़ाया जा रहा है। और ये स्पेस फेयरिंग को हम साथ में पेलोड फेयरिंग को साथ में जोड़ के यान को पूरी तरह विकसित कर लेते हैं।
So after completing the fuel filling operations for the IRNSS 1F, as you would have seen, this has been assembled to the launcher. The payload fairing has been closed. And what you are seeing now is the fully assembled PSLV with the satellite on board is being moved from the vehicle assembly building all the way to the launch pad, which is located nearly 1 kilometer from the assembly building. So the PSLV XL in its final phase nearing the launch pad, and once the vehicle is positioned on the umbilical tower, it will get electrically and pneumatically connected so that the propellant servicing and all the electrical checkout of the launch vehicle could be carried out from the umbilical tower. This is a view of the Mission Control Center. Mr. Vijay Kumar, who is the mission director, anxiously looking at some of the flight events that are progressing right now. The countdown is at -9 minutes, 42 seconds. I'd just like to inform at T-14 minutes, the vehicle director has authorized the initiation of automatic launch sequence. The ALS program has been initiated as per the timing. And from this event onwards, the checkout of all the vehicle and satellite-related activities are taken care by the onboard computer system residing in the launch vehicle.
जी हाँ, आप अपने स्क्रीन पे देख पा रहे होंगे। इस समय हम लगभग काउंटडाउन से 9 मिनट 15 सेकंड की दूरी पर हैं। प्रमोशन के वक्त यान का भार लगभग 320 टन होता है। पीएसएलवी की प्रक्षेपण क्षमता 1750 किलोग्राम 1750 किलोग्राम नीत भार को 600 किलोमीटर की सूर्य तुल्यकालिक ध्रुवीय कक्षा में 1425 किलोग्राम भार वाली नीत भार को 284 क्रॉस 21,000 किलोमीटर की जीटीओ कक्षा में प्रक्षेपित करने की क्षमता रखता है। इस यान से कम भार वाले अनेक उपग्रह एक साथ छोड़े जा सकते हैं, जैसा हम इतिहास में कई बार कर चुके हैं।
Today, the weather here at the launch site has been very clear and favorable. And as you may be aware, weather plays a very important role during the ascent phase of the launch vehicle when the vehicle is going through the atmospheric phase of flight. And some of the important factors being the wind speeds, which basically is deciding what is the kind of loading that is going to come on the launcher. So with regard to the wind speeds, the winds which exist on the ground, it's very important as far as the vehicle liftoff from the launch pad is concerned, and the in-flight winds, which are important from the aerodynamic loading of the launcher when the vehicle is passing through the atmospheric flights. And when we say the in-flight winds, they are up to an altitude of around 25 to 30 kilometers. So with regard to the wind conditions, the studies have been done very meticulously. The specialist team had a good look at the measured wind profile, and the data indicates that ground wind and upper wind atmospheric wind variations are very benign for launch. So at the launch base, a very close monitoring of the wind and weather conditions generally happens from the start of the launch campaign. And as the activities are approaching close to the launch, they become quite intense in terms of the measurements and in terms of the decisions that has to be taken. So right now, the automatic launch sequence is checking out the various health parameters of the satellite and the launch vehicle. We are able to see a lot of greens that are happening on the screen as the vehicle parameters are getting checked out. And we are very close to the launch, maybe -7 minutes and 7 seconds to go for the launch.
जी हाँ, आरएनएसएस एक बहुत ही सशक्त प्रणाली है और सभी मौसम परिस्थितियों में सहज, बिना रुके और भरोसेमंद नेविगेशन संकेत प्रदान कर पाती है। इसका मतलब है कि यह उपयोगकर्ता को हर समय मार्गदर्शन करने की क्षमता रखती है और सुनिश्चित करती है कि जो इसका यूजर है, जो प्रयोग करता है, वो अपने रास्ते और पथ से कभी न भटके। भारत द्वारा विकसित एक स्वतंत्र प्रादेशिक नौवहन उपग्रह प्रणाली है, जिसमें 7 उपग्रहों को प्रक्षेपित करने की योजना है। इसमें से 4 आनत भूतुल्यकालिक कक्षा में स्थापित किए जाएंगे और शेष 3 भूस्थैतिक कक्षा में। जुलाई 2013 से लेकर अब तक आरएनएस श्रृंखला के पहले 5 उपग्रहों IRNSS 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D एंड 1E को प्रक्षेपित किया जा चुका है। इसरो की कोशिश है कि जल्द से जल्द शेष 2 उपग्रह, जिसमें से एक आज और एक लगभग 1 महीने के बाद में अंतरिक्ष में अपने नियत स्थान पर पहुंचा दिए जाएंगे। इस प्रणाली को इस तरह से अभिकल्पित
Markman,
किया
6
गया
minutes
है
and counting.
कि इससे भारत के साथ साथ सीमा के 1500 किलोमीटर के वर्ग क्षेत्र को भी सेवाएं प्रदान करते हुए सही स्थान की सूचना दी जा सके। IRNSS 2 तरह की सेवाएं प्रदान करेगा। मानक अवस्थित सेवाएं यानी स्टैंडर्ड पोजीशनिंग सर्विसेज जो सभी के लिए उपलब्ध होंगी, और प्रतिबंधित सेवाएं रिस्ट्रिक्टेड सर्विसेज जो कि एक गुप्त लेखित सेवा है जिसका उपयोग केवल प्राधिकृत उपयोक्ता ही कर सकेंगे। मुख्य सेवा क्षेत्र में ये प्रणाली 20 मीटर से बेहतर शुद्धता प्रदान करने की क्षमता रखती है। ऐसी नौवहन उपग्रह प्रणाली अमेरिका के ग्लोबल पोजीशनिंग सिस्टम GPS, रूस के ग्लोनास, यूरोप के गैलीलियो के समान ही है। चीन और जापान के पास भी बिदोऊ और क्वासी जेनिथ सैटेलाइट सिस्टम नामक प्रणालियां उपलब्ध हैं। इस समय हम प्रक्षेपण से लगभग 5 मिनट की दूरी पर हैं और सारी गतिविधियां बिल्कुल निर्बाध
Markman,
रूप
5
से
minutes and counting.
जारी रहते हुए इस समय सुचारू रूप से सारे कार्यक्रमों को दर्शा रहे हैं। इसरो उपग्रह के अंतिम निरीक्षक नदरई और आप अंदर का सभी जो दृश्य है वो बाकायदा अपने स्क्रीन पर देख पा रहे होंगे। विशेषज्ञ लगातार आंकड़ों पर नजर जमाए हुए आपके सामने।
So very close to -4 minutes, 30 seconds for the launch. The automatic launch sequences has been checking out the vehicle parameters, and look at the screen, clearly indicates the health parameters have been checked out very smoothly. Just a quick update on the flight sequence. On ground, along with the solid core stage, there will be ignition of 4 solid strap-ons, which are also called as a ground lit strap-ons. So totally, we will have 5 motors which is being fired on the ground. This will be followed up by the ignition of the remaining 2 strap-on
Markman,
boosters
4
at
minutes.
about 25 seconds into the flight, called as the air lit strap-ons. And the ground lit strap-ons burns for nearly 70 seconds. Once the burn out of the ground lit strap-ons are completed, they are jettisoned in flight, followed by the jettisoning of the air lit strap-on at 90 seconds into the flight. So countdown is at -3 minutes 40 seconds.
यह अब सभी गतिविधियां सुचारू रूप से जारी हैं। बहुत महत्वपूर्ण होता है प्रक्षेपण स्थल पर मौसम की जानकारी प्राप्त करते रहना। अब तक मौसम का जो सवाल है वह पूरी तरह से प्रक्षेपण के अनुकूल प्रतीत हो रहा है। सुबह से आसमान में हल्के हल्के छुटपुट बादल थे, कुछ धुंध हल्का जरूर था, पर शाम होते होते आसमान बिल्कुल साफ हो गया है। दिन भर दोपहर की तपती धूप और अत्यधिक तापक्रम के कारण यूं तो बाहर निकलकर काम करना थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है, पर वैज्ञानिकों के हृदय में विश्वास और विज्ञान की इतनी ठंडक है कि मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि आज का ढलता हुआ सूरज संपूर्ण भारतवर्ष के नौवहन प्रबंधन को एक आशातीत पैगाम देकर जाएगा। हमने प्रक्षेपण मुहिम के साथ ही लगातार मौसम और हवा की गति पर नजर रखी है और आज जमीन पर हवा की गति भी खासी सामान्य, वैसे लगभग 15 मीटर प्रति घंटे की रफ्तार से किसी भी तरह का कोई खतरा नहीं होता है। वायुमंडल में पृथ्वी से कुछ ऊंचाई पर आज सुबह मापी गई वायुगति द्वारा कार्यक्रम को आवश्यकता अनुसार पुनः अभिकल्पित किया जाता है ताकि आरोहण के दौरान वायुगत की घर्षण भार को अल्पतम किया जा सके। आज प्रातः किए गए विस्तृत अनुकरणों से प्रतीत होता है कि सभी मान अपेक्षाएं नियत सीमाओं के अंदर हैं। सुबह के अवलोकनों के आधार पर वायुमंडलीय विद्युत क्षेत्र भी स्वीकार्य है। प्रक्षेपण के लिए यह विद्युत क्षेत्र 1000 वोल्ट प्रति मीटर से कम होना चाहिए ताकि तड़ित की किसी भी संभावना को नकारा जा सके। इस समय हम लगभग 2 मिनट की दूरी पर बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण क्षण प्रक्षेपण के हिसाब से होते हैं। इसमें सबसे जो महत्वपूर्ण बात होती है वो है अंतरिक्ष वस्तु निकटता विश्लेषण। एक और बात जो प्रमोचन के होने या न होने से जुड़ी होती है। इस विश्लेषण का आधार है संघट या टकराहट का खतरा। कक्षा में पहुंचने के बाद किसी भी पूर्व विद्यमान वस्तु से यान के अंतिम चरण या उपग्रह से टकराने की संभावना का अनुमान लगाना इस विश्लेषण का मुख्य उद्देश्य है। ऐसे किसी भी संभावित टकराव से बचने के लिए प्रमोशन समय को उपलब्ध प्रमोशन विंडो में उचित रूप से समायोजित कर लिया जाता है। शार से किए गए पिछले कई प्रक्षेपणों में अंतरिक्ष वस्तु निकटता विश्लेषण करना एक प्रमाणित तरीका है। पिछले कुछ
Roger.
प्रक्षेपणों में इसी अध्ययन के आधार पर प्रमोशन समय में 1 से 2 मिनट की देरी की गई थी
All
और
stations
वर्तमान में
stand by for the time
PSLV
mark. Mark
C-32
means 1 minute
जो
and counting.
IRNSS 1F को ले जा रहा है, ऐसे प्रक्षेपण में भी
Minus
इन्हीं
55
गणनाओं के
seconds.
आधार पर 1 मिनट की देरी हुई है। इस समय हम लगभग 50 सेकंड की
Minus
दूरी
50
पर।
seconds.
Less than 1 minute for the launch. To be very precise, we are at minus
45 seconds.
45 seconds. So all eyes on the lower stage of the
Minus
rocket.
40 seconds.
So as per the planned sequence, we should have the ignition
Minus
of the
35
solid
seconds.
S139 and 4 strap-on motors.
Minus 30 seconds.
Minus 30 seconds.
Real-time programs activated.
Roger. Minus 25 seconds.
Minus 25 seconds.
Minus 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, plus 1.
PS1 on ground
Three.
is
So
strap-on
vehicle
ignited.
lift off
Plus 5
Vehicle
seconds.
with
off,
S139 and 4 ground lit strap-on motors.
Plus 10 seconds.
You can see
Auto
the
tracking.
view of the PSLV.
बिल्कुल
Plus
आकाश
15 seconds.
साफ और एक अच्छा दृश्य। प्रमोशन यान
Plus 20
बिल्कुल अपने
seconds.
गंतव्य की ओर
First stage
आकाश
performance
में
normal.
आगे बढ़ता हुआ
Plus
और
25
जोरदार गर्जना के साथ
Air
एक
lift
लकीर,
strap-ons ignited.
एक इबारत लिखता
Plus
हुआ
30 seconds.
छठवां उपग्रह इस नौहन उपग्रह प्रणाली का।
Plus 35 seconds.
So at 25 seconds into the flight, we had the ignition of the air lit
Plus 40
strap-on as well. The time right now is 40 seconds. So at 70 seconds, we
45
should have the separation of the ground lit strap-on, which were ignited along with the S139
Plus
stage,
50 seconds.
followed by the separation of the air lit strap-ons at 90 seconds. So far,
Plus
the
55 seconds.
parameters indicates a very close match with respect to the time and altitude,
Plus 1
time
minute.
and velocity. 60 seconds into the flight, the vehicle is right now almost 18 kilometers from the launch base at an altitude of around 23 kilometers.
जी हाँ, बिल्कुल सामान्य
Ground lit
निष्पादन
strap-on
प्रथम
separated.
चरण का
Auto in main auto.
इसकी घोषणा भी की गई और प्रथम
Sharp
चरण
one in main
लगभग
auto.
108.86 सेकंड में सेपरेशन कर जाएगा, पृथक हो जाएगा और ऊंचाई उसी में लगभग 56 किलोमीटर होगी और इस समय हम करीब करीब बहुत ही नजदीक पहुंच चुके हैं पृथक्करण के।
Air lit
As
strap-on
planned, the
separated.
ground lit strap-on
and
was separated at
PS1
70
performance
seconds, followed
normal.
by the separation of the air lit strap-ons at 92 seconds when the vehicle was at an altitude of 40.8 kilometers. We just now heard the announcement air lit strap-on has been separated. The flight is at 108 seconds now. Anytime we should hear the announcement. Yes, the
PS1
PS1 has been
separated
separated
and PS2
successfully at
engine
108
started.
seconds. And the second stage, the PS2 has been successfully ignited.
Plus 2 minutes.
जी हाँ, प्रथम चरण अलग भी हो चुका है और द्वितीय चरण प्रज्वलित होते हुए यान अपने गंतव्य की ओर लगातार आगे बढ़ता हुआ और ये द्वितीय चरण जो है वो लगभग 152 सेकंड का प्रज्वलन काल लिए हुए है, जहां पे वो करीब करीब यान को 134.5 किलोमीटर की ऊंचाई पे पहुंचा देगा। लेकिन एक बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण क्षण सामने आएगा जब हीट शील्ड सेपरेशन होगी, पेलोड जो फेयरिंग है वो सेपरेट होगी, उसका पृथक्करण होगा करीब करीब 194.96 सेकंड्स के बाद जब ऊंचाई लगभग 113 किलोमीटर होगी और उस समय वेगमान लगभग 3.5 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड होगा। इस समय हम लगभग 160 सेकंड का समय व्यतीत कर चुके हैं।
As you would have seen on your screen, with respect to the time versus altitude profile, the time versus velocity
Okay,
profile, a
performance
very close
normal.
match with respect to the predefined flight parameters. And this is the view of the ground trace as the vehicle has left the launch base and going through the various regions in terms of the
Plus 3 minutes.
longitudes. In terms of the time, it is at 180 seconds now. Altitude is around 110 kilometers. Very closely, we should have the announcement for the payload fairing separation, which should happen nominally at around
Heat shield separated.
110 kilometers. So just
Yeah.
now we have a confirmation payload fairing has been separated at 194 seconds when the vehicle altitude was around 113.3 kilometers.
बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण क्षण होता है। इस समय
Second stage
ऊष्मीय
performance
सुरक्षा
normal.
कवच वो अपने यान से अलग हो चुका है और जो उपग्रह है उस पे जो ऊष्मीय गतिकी भार है वो लगातार उसके जो बाहरी कवच होते हैं, बाहरी जो सतह होती है उन पे आपतित होता है। इस समय बिल्कुल सामान्य निष्पादन, जो वेगमान है वो करीब करीब 3.9 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड है। और हम श्रीहरिकोटा से लगभग 405-410 किलोमीटर की दूरी प्राप्त कर चुके हैं और ऊंचाई करीब करीब
Plus 4
130
minutes.
किलोमीटर की प्राप्त की जा चुकी है। बिल्कुल अभीष्ट जो निष्पादन है वो है, जो अवलोकित पथ है वो बिल्कुल अपेक्षित पथ से बिल्कुल तालमेल रखता हुआ आगे बढ़ता हुआ बिल्कुल सामान्य निष्पादन।
255 seconds, very close to the PS2 burnout.
PS2
Yes,
separated.
PS2 has successfully
PS3
burnt
stage
out,
ignited.
separated, and the command for the ongoing third stage, the PS3 has been issued at 260.9 seconds. The vehicle is at an altitude of 130 seconds, 136 kilometers.
Third stage
And
performance
if you
normal.
look at the view of the altitude profile, this being a eastward mission and the orbit being a kind of a sub-GTO orbit, you can see a very shallow altitude profile as far as the PSLV trajectory is concerned. But not to forget a very close match with respect to the predefined flight profile. Time, velocity, all matching well. The PS2 performance has been
Plus 5
nominal.
minutes.
PS3 ignition also confirmed nominal and delivering the required
Bias
velocity
extend.
that is required to proceed ahead with the launch.
आप इस समय अपने स्क्रीन पर देख पा रहे थे चेयरमैन इसरो श्री एएस किरण कुमार जी को और उनके साथ विभिन्न केंद्र के निदेशक बाकायदा और आंकड़ों का अध्ययन करते हुए आप देख पा रहे हैं कुन्नी कृष्णन जी को जो शार के निदेशक हैं, उसके बाद चेयरमैन, फिर वीएसएससी के निदेशक महोदय श्री शिवन जी, फिर सोमनाथ जी एलपीएससी के, फिर उसके बाद स्पेस एप्लीकेशन सेंटर अहमदाबाद के श्री तपन मिश्रा जी। इसलिए विभिन्न जो केंद्र निदेशक महोदय हैं वो भी आंकड़ों पर बेहद गहन निगाह जमाए हुए और सामान्य निष्पादन तृतीय चरण इग्नाइट हो चुका है। द्वितीय चरण का निष्पादन बिल्कुल सामान्य था। 260.9 सेकंड के बाद तृतीय चरण इग्नाइट हुआ था और उसका लगभग जो बर्निंग टाइम होगा, प्रज्वलन काल होगा, वो करीब करीब 395.8 सेकंड का होगा। इस समय हम करीब करीब 362 सेकंड की जो समय है वो पार कर चुके हैं। वेलोसिटी लगभग 7 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड की है। हमें जो अभीष्ट वेलोसिटी, अभीष्ट वेगमान है जो प्राप्त करना है वो लगभग 9.6 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड का होना चाहिए। ये श्री
Third
जय
stage
कुमार
burnout.
जी आप सामने देख पा रहे हैं, उनके बगल में उमा महेश्वरन पीएसएलवी और जीएसएलवी के परियोजना निदेशक।
385 seconds,
Combined
which is
posting
the
has started.
nominal time at which the PS3 should burn out. And after the burnout of the PS3 stage, as you may be aware, we have the separation of the stage happening only after around 270 seconds to allow for the residual thrust of the third stage to fully subsidize so that the ongoing stage, the PS4, could be ignited at 10 seconds after the separation. So right now we are at 410 seconds. The PS3 has burnt out. The velocity that has been added to the vehicle is around 7.33 kilometer per
Plus
second.
7 minutes.
And the net velocity that it should impart
Sharon
for
and
placing the
software LOS.
satellite into an orbit of 284 by 20,650 will be of the order of 9.6 kilometer per
Performance
second.
during combined
So
posting
right
is
now the
normal.
vehicle is in the coasting phase where you don't have any thrust activity being performed by the rocket stages. The whatever energy has been gained by the launcher is being converted into potential energy. Vehicle is continuously in the ascent phase and we are at an altitude of 154 kilometers and the vehicle has moved a downrange of almost 1,700 kilometers.
जी हाँ, आरएनएसएस 1F को 284 किलोमीटर उपभू या पेरिजी और 20,657 किलोमीटर अपभू या जिसे हम एपोजी कहेंगे वाली दीर्घवृत्तीय उपभूतुल्यकालिक कक्षा या सब जीटीओ ऑर्बिट कहें में प्रक्षेपित किया जाएगा, जो भूमध्य रेखीय समतल के सापेक्ष में 17.86 डिग्री झुकी हुई होगी। इस प्रारंभिक कक्षा में अंतःक्षेपण या इंजेक्शन के पश्चात उपग्रह में लगी दोनों सौर पट्टिकाएं पूर्व नियोजित व समयबद्ध कार्यक्रम के अनुरूप प्रस्तरित हो जाएंगी या डिप्लॉय हो जाएंगी। उपग्रह से संकेत मिलते ही कर्नाटक के हासन जिले में स्थित मुख्य नियंत्रण सुविधा भू केंद्र मास्टर कंट्रोल फैसिलिटी एमसीएफ हासन उपग्रह को अपने नियंत्रण में ले लेगा। फिर कुछ समय अंतराल के बाद उचित कक्षा और कक्षीय बिंदुओं पर
Performance
द्रव
during
अपभू
combined
मोटर
posting is
या
normal.
लैम कि प्रज्वलन द्वारा इन प्लेन और आउट ऑफ प्लेन करेक्शन कक्षीय त्रुटि निवारण करके कक्षा में अभीष्ट उत्थापन किया जाएगा। अंततः उपग्रह को उसकी कक्षा में स्थापित कर दिया जाएगा जो भूमध्य रेखा से 5 डिग्री आनत पर झुकी हुई होगी, 32.5 डिग्री पूर्व देशांतर में। उपग्रह को की अभियान अभिकल्पित कालावधि लगभग 12 वर्ष की होगी। इस समय हम कोस्टिंग पीरियड से गुजर रहे हैं। कोस्टिंग पीरियड वो क्षण होते हैं जब
Plus 9 minutes.
जो तृतीय चरण है वो बर्नआउट हो जाता है और चौथा चरण जो है वो प्रज्वलित
acquired
नहीं
the
होता
signal.
है। लेकिन जैसा कि अभी हमारे कमेंटेटर साथी श्री राधाकृष्ण जी आपको बता रहे थे कि ये क्षण है जब हम गतित ऊर्जा जो सॉलिड मोटर की होती है उसका उपयोग करके सीधे सीधे उसको स्थैतिक ऊर्जा में बदलते हैं, जब केवल हम ऊंचाई प्राप्त करते जाते हैं। इस समय हम लगभग 563 सेकंड का समय व्यतीत कर चुके हैं और वेलोसिटी जो वेग मान है वो करीब 7.3 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड है और रेंज करीब करीब हम शेरकोटा से 2600 किलोमीटर दूर जा चुके हैं। ऊंचाई 178 किलोमीटर की और अजीमत जो है वो 102 डिग्री प्राप्त किया जा चुका है। समय जो निष्पादन है वो बिल्कुल अपेक्षित
Performance
जैसा
during
हमने
combined
उम्मीद की
posting
थी
is
वैसा
normal.
ही यान आगे बढ़ता हुआ।
Brunei Minato.
So 590 seconds, the velocity is 7.3, altitude 181. So as per the nominal
Plus 10
planning,
minutes.
we should have the separation of the third stage in the next 50 seconds, which is at 656 seconds, when the altitude should be around 190. This will
Advise
be
at
followed
what
up
plan?
by the ignition of the fourth stage, also called as the PS4 stage, in the next 10 seconds. So maybe another 40 seconds to go before the PS3 stage gets separated from the PS4 and followed by the ignition of the fourth stage. So right now we are in the coasting phase and the vehicle is reached an altitude of around 187 kilometers. As per the nominal mission planning, the fourth stage should take the vehicle to an altitude of around 438 kilometers and it should have imparted a velocity of 9.6 kilometer per second to make the satellite inject into an orbit of around 284 by 20,600 where the orbital inclination is around 17.866. So this mission of
PS3
INSS
stage
1F, which is
separated.
the eastward mission
Plus
from the
11
launch
minutes.
base, is a totally planar trajectory without any yaw maneuver. We just now heard the announcement, PS3 has been separated at 6:55 seconds
PS4 engine started.
and PS4 engine also has been successfully ignited.
बहुत बहुत महत्वपूर्ण तृतीय क्षण बिल्कुल अभी हाल ही में पृथक हुआ है यान से और चतुर्थ जो चरण है अंतिम चरण जो है जो लिक्विड स्टेज है वो इग्नाइट हो चुकी है, प्रज्वलित हो
Fourth
चुकी
stage
है और हम
performance normal.
अपने गंतव्य की ओर लगातार आगे बढ़ते हुए ये जो चतुर्थ चरण है वो लगभग 517.46 सेकंड तक प्रज्वलित रहेगा। काफी लंबा समय है। एक्चुअली अगर आपने ध्यान से देखा होगा तो जो 4 चरण है वो चारों चरण एक दूसरे अलग होते हैं। ये बड़ी महत्वपूर्ण जो पृथक्करण प्रणालियां हैं, ये घटनाएं होती हैं। बहुचरण आधारित यान के विभिन्न चरणों को उनके उपयोग हो जाने के बाद मुख्य यान से अलग कर दिया जाता है। इस पृथक्करण के लिए आवश्यक है कि वो सुरक्षित और संघट मुक्त हो, माने बिल्कुल इम्पैक्ट फ्री होना चाहिए ताकि यान अपने पथ
Plus
से
12 minutes.
भटके ना। ये पृथक्करण घटनाएं अभियान के लिए बेहद नाजुक होती हैं, इसलिए इनकी अभिकल्पना पर सबसे ज्यादा ध्यान देकर इन्हें साफ सुथरा, संतुलित व सख्त बनाया जाता है। PSLV C-32 32 में ऐसी कुल 6 पृथक्करण घटनाएं हैं। अभीष्ट कक्षा में पहुंचने के बाद INSS 1F को उपग्रह को कुछ महत्वपूर्ण प्राचल कुछ इस तरह से अपेक्षित होते हैं ताकि हम उन्हें जैसी उम्मीदें हैं वैसे प्राप्त कर सकें। PSLV में अनेक पृथक्करण प्रणालियां हैं, जैसे प्रथम चरण को यान से फ्लेक्सिबल लीनियर शेप्ड चार्ज एवं 8 रेट्रो रॉकेट्स पद्धति द्वारा तथा 2 हिस्सों में बने ऊष्मीय सुरक्षा कवच के दोनों भागों को लीनियर बेलो सिस्टम एक्सप्लोजिव कार्ड द्वारा अलग किया जाता है। मरमर बैंड बोल्ट कटर पृथक्करण प्रणाली का उपयोग करके द्वितीय चरण और तृतीय चरण को अलग करने के लिए बॉल रिलीज प्रणाली का प्रयोग किया जाता है। पायरो थ्रस्टर सेपरेशन रिंग को आवश्यक घूर्णन प्रदान
Plus
किया
13
जाता है।
minutes.
उपग्रह को अंतिम चरण से पृथक करने के लिए पुनः एक बार मरमर बैंड प्रणाली का उपयोग किया जाएगा। पृथक्करण के लिए आवश्यक बल कैनिस्टर में लगे 8 स्प्रिंग थ्रस्टर की सहायता से प्रदान किए जाएंगे। तो ये बहुत महत्वपूर्ण होते हैं कि कैसे हम इन प्रणालियों से अलग अलग चरणों को हम यान से अलग करें ताकि उसका इम्पैक्ट ना हो और बिल्कुल सामान्य निष्पादन एक लंबा समय अभी प्रज्वलन का व्यतीत होना है। हम लगभग 806 सेकंड व्यतीत कर चुके हैं। हमें करीब करीब 1211.18 सेकंड का समय व्यतीत करना है कुल, जब हम करीब करीब 488.9 किलोमीटर की ऊंचाई प्राप्त कर लेंगे और वेगमान 9.6 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड होगा।
So into the PS4 flight, almost 200 seconds of burn of PS4 has happened. Right now the velocity is around 7.8 kilometers. As you have seen on your screen, the orbital velocity to
Plus
be
14 minutes.
in an orbit of around 200 by 2000 has already been achieved, has been imparted by the vehicle. The vehicle is at an inclination of 17.83 degrees. So another 200 seconds to go into the PS4 stage of flight. Right now the vehicle is already in the orbital phase. And as you will see, during the next 300 seconds of firing of PS4, the perigee will gradually increase because it has almost reached 200 kilometers. All that it has to reach is 284. But what is important is during
We
this
are
next
192
300
acquired the
seconds
signal.
of flight, the velocity addition will happen to the apogee. Right now, we see the apogee is roughly around 3,000 kilometer, which at the end of the mission should reach somewhere around 20,650 kilometers. So we are at 886 seconds. The altitude profile on your screen, the red one is the one, bottom curve is the altitude profile, the pre-flight, and what you're seeing with the green color is the one which the vehicle is presently going through.
Plus
The top
15
curve
minutes.
is the velocity profile. You can see a very
are
close
192
match
in main
between the
auto.
pre-flight and the one which is being achieved during this particular flight. So velocity around 8 kilometers, another one more 1.2
Both stage
kilometer
performance
velocity to be
normal.
added subsequently to ensure that IRNS's 1F gets into an apogee of around 20,650 with a perigee of around 250 kilometers. We have another 100 to 150 seconds to go into the flight before we hear the announcement that PS4 has been shut off, finally injecting the satellite IRNS-1F in the desired orbit.
जी हाँ, जैसा कि अभी आपने सुना, बहुत महत्वपूर्ण ये क्षण, क्योंकि इस समय चतुर्थ चरण में पेरिजी और अपोजी, जैसा अभी इसमें हाल में जो इनके मान है वो करीब 218 किलोमीटर पेरिजी है और करीब करीब 4,600 किलोमीटर एपोजी है। लेकिन जो प्राप्त करना है एपोजी वो करीब करीब 20,000 किलोमीटर, 20,657 किलोमीटर प्राप्त करना है। तो इस समय हम ये देखेंगे कि जो ऊंचाई है एपोजी की वो
16
लगातार
minutes.
बढ़ती जाएगी और यही वो क्षण होता है जब हम अभीष्ट कक्षा प्राप्त कर सकेंगे। अगर हम झुकाव देखें कक्षा का तो 17.84 है, जो हमें 17.86 डिग्री प्राप्त करना होता है। अगर हम आईआरएनएस उपग्रह की बात करें तो इसे 32.5 डिग्री पूर्व की लॉन्जिट्यूड में स्थापित किया जाएगा। इसका जो लिफ्ट ऑफ मास है वो 1425 किलोग्राम का है, जिसमें 598 किलोग्राम भार है वो शुष्क भार है, ड्राई मास है। और फिजिकल डायमेंशन अगर हम देखें तो करीब करीब 1.58 मीटर बाई 1.5 मीटर बाई 1.5 मीटर का एक छोटा सा क्यूबॉइड है ये उपग्रह, जिसमें बहुत ही आधुनिक प्रणालियां मौजूद हैं। पावर के हिसाब से देखें तो 2 सौर पट्टिकाएं लगेंगी जो करीब करीब 1660 वाट पावर माने 1.6 किलोवाट पावर जनरेट करेंगी। और अगर जब हम ग्रहण की
Plus 17
स्थिति में
minutes.
रहेंगे तो एक इसमें 90 एम्पियर आवर की लिथियम आयन बैटरी लगी हुई है और इसमें जो लैम है, जो द्रव अभ्भु मोटर है, वो करीब 440 न्यूटन के इंजन है और इसमें
Fourth stage
अलग अलग
performance normal.
कोनों में उपग्रह के 22 न्यूटन वाले 12 थ्रस्टर लगे हुए हैं। कंट्रोल सिस्टम जीरो मोमेंटम सिस्टम है और इसमें सन सेंसर, स्टार सेंसर, गायरोस्कोप, रिएक्शन व्हील्स, मैग्नेटिक टार्कर, ऐसे कई नियंत्रण प्रणालियां लगी हुई हैं। इसकी जो मिशन लाइफ है वो करीब करीब 12 साल की होगी। सतीश धवन अंतरिक्ष केंद्र श्रीहरिकोटा रेंज अर्थात शार के नाम से भी जाना जाता था। इसे इसरो का अकेला ऐसा केंद्र है जहां से रॉकेट का प्रक्षेपण किया जाता है। आंध्र प्रदेश के नेल्लूर जिले में स्थित श्रीहरिकोटा चेन्नई से लगभग 100 किलोमीटर उत्तर में समुद्र के किनारे स्थित है, जो पुलिकैट झील को बंगाल की खाड़ी से अलग करता है। इस समय हम करीब करीब 1076 सेकंड का समय
Plus 18
व्यतीत
minutes.
करते हुए, हरी जो लाइन आप अपने स्क्रीन पर देख पा रहे हैं वो अवलोकित पथ है और जबकि जो अनुमानित पथ है वो रेड लाइन से लाल रेखा से दिखाई पड़ रहा है। चमकता हुआ बिंदु वर्तमान स्थिति प्रमोचन यान की बताता है।
So 1094 seconds, 8.8 kilometer, less than 100 seconds before PS4 gets burnt out. And if you look at the orbit, right now it is 247 by 12,450. There is a continuous increase of the apogee as the velocity addition is getting fully pumped up into the apogee. So right now we are at 13,000 kilometer apogee and 250 kilometers perigee. Another 50 to 60 seconds before the PS4 cutoff is announced. A very close match with respect to the altitude and velocity, which basically is depicting that PS4 performance has been absolutely nominal and as desired. And if you look at the PS4 cutoff command, it should happen at 1174
Plus
seconds,
19
maybe
minutes.
around less than 30 seconds. And as you may be aware, during the entire phase of flight, right from liftoff into the various stage, there are a number of real-time decisions that are taken based on the onboard computer that decides on the launch vehicle, which basically ensures that the stages, once they burn out, are properly detected, and the command is given for the next ongoing stage to take the action of ignition and the separation subsequently. So less than 10 seconds to go into the flight. We have almost reached the apogee of 19,600, very close to the, 20,000 kilometers with 283 kilometers.
PS4 engine shut off.
PS4 shutoff has
Conditions
been
are received.
executed at 11:75 seconds successfully, and we see a very close match to the pre-flight number of 284 kilometer perigee with an apogee of 20,655 and orbit and inclination of 17.86. So after the PS4 shutoff is executed, in the next 37 seconds, we should hear
Plus
the
20
announcement
minutes.
of separation of IRNSS 1F, which should happen at 1,211 seconds. There may be another 5 to 6 seconds to go before we hear the announcement of IRNSS 1F. Right now, the satellite in the upper stage, yes, IRNS 1F has been successfully separated at 1,212 seconds in a very, very precise orbit of 284 by 20,650 kilometers.
जी हाँ, बहुत ही सफल क्षण। इस समय हम जो यान है वो 1212.4 सेकंड के बाद में अभीष्ट कक्षा देते हुए यान से अलग हो चुका है और सभी निगाहें उस घोषणा की ओर थीं जब यान अलग होगा। इस सारे प्रसारण तक आप हमारे साथ लगातार बने रहे, हम इसके लिए आपके आभारी हैं। इस समय एमसीसी के अंदर बिखरे हुए उत्साह में शामिल होने के लिए आइए हम आपको सीधे वहीं लिए चलते हैं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, नमस्कार, जय हिंद।
Hello.
Good afternoon to all of you. Today we had the 6th satellite of our regional navigation satellite series going into the orbit, and now the PSLV C-32 has put the satellite into the right orbit, and we have only one more satellite in this constellation to complete our sequence of 7 satellites for the regional navigation satellite, which we expect to do sometime next month. And I would request Jay Kumar to brief us on the initial parameters. Good evening. Today is a very important day for ISRO. The 6th satellite of our own navigation system, the PSLV C-32 vehicle, has placed in orbit very safely and that too very precisely. You have seen the orbit achieved, the perigee achieved is very close. I'm not finding any difference from the 284 kilometer what has been specified to the vehicle. So vehicle has done the job wonderfully. And the inclination achieved also is very close. In fact, as you know, this time also we have employed the most powerful variant of PSLV, that's we call as PSLV XL vehicle. And this always, if you see the previous IRNASA satellites missions also, all the satellites have been positioned very precisely into the orbit. And of course that joy we can see on the face of the satellite director, because whatever fuel he has apportioned for initial correction, satellite orbit correction, that can be saved. It can be used for the extending the life of the satellite, at least by 2 years. That's what I presume. So really it's a wonderful thing. In fact, now you know this mission, PSLV C-32, our team ISRO has performed, they have accomplished within just 50 days from the last mission that we had on 20th of January. That too another Excel vehicle. That is the Excel vehicle is the most complicated vehicle we have in the PSLV series. And that team could do it. And as you know, this stacking also, vehicle stacking for the subsequent mission 32 has been done just 4 days after the accomplishment of the last mission, PSLV C-31. This is the way, the dedication and the sincerity that our team ISRO has towards accomplishing the target set to them. This is really, let me thank and each and every one of you for the excellent achievement. Let us have the another record is this financial year, we could complete 5 successful missions of PSLV. That's also another record now. But we are planning for 6 numbers, narrowly we missed. We will be performing immediately in the next month. And let me take this opportunity to express my gratitude and congratulations to each and every one of you, the team ISRO, as well as our seniors who has been with us in always guiding whenever we face some issues, and the industry counterparts. In fact, they are the very great contribution we have been getting from them consistently. Whenever there is a requirement, they are coming forward and helping us. Let me take this opportunity to thank them also. I also wish satellite director to commission the satellite at the earliest. Thank you.
Good evening. Today, by completing 33 consecutive successful missions, PSLV has once again demonstrated its capability and status as one of the most reliable and sought-after vehicles in the world. As it was indicated, the 6th navigation satellite in the 7-satellite constellation has already been placed into a very precise orbit by PSLV C-32, which took off from the 2nd launch pad at Sriharikota. The launch campaign of this mission could be commenced just in 4 days after the successful accomplishment of our previous mission PSLV C-31 from the same launch pad. Let me compliment various teams involved in making the elaborate launch campaign more comfortable and more professional, improving continuously from mission after mission. At this juncture, at this great moment, I would like to congratulate the entire ISRO team, all the members of ISRO centers and units, DOS, a multitude of industries across the country for their incredible contributions and unstinting support for achieving this success. Our next mission, the launch campaign activities, have already been commenced in the first launch pad in parallel, and PSLV C-33 will be launching IRNSS 1G satellite. This mission is going to be a milestone mission for India, completing our own constellation of navigation satellites, and let's all work together to accomplish this major achievement of ISRO in the next month. Thank you.
Good evening to all of you. First of all, let me congratulate and compliment the entire team ISRO as well as our industry partners to achieve such a wonderful mission. Yesterday, our chairman took a review what's have in our pocket. We have exciting days ahead. We are going to start next mission with the last of that IRNSS series and going to end this year with a spectacular mission of lifting the heaviest satellite from Indian soil by GSLV Mark III D1. In between, we are going to have a host of PSLV missions as well as GSLV and reusable launch vehicle technology demonstrators. And when we discuss about the readiness of the system, it is very heartening to note that we are already in place for next mission. Also, our industry partners as well as our integration team and SHAR team is gearing up to take up the further challenges to meet the missions we have planned for this year. Let me wish all the best for the entire team to achieve success after success for this year and of course on dot. Thank you.
Let me join Chairman ISRO and Center Directors and the Mission Director in congratulating entire PSLE team spread across all the ISRO centers for this fantastic achievement. The PSLE C-32 has done its job exceedingly well, and the 6th satellite of the IRNSS series is in orbit now. We have one more mission to go in the IRNSS series. I wish all the best for the team IRNSS in providing the much expected service of navigation services to this country. I also want to thank the entire ISRO team behind this work, not only for the success, but also for making the vehicle and the mission possible in such short span of time. I also want to thank the industry captains who are here to witness this launch. We have a few of those captains here. I take this opportunity to thank all of them for their fantastic support in meeting our demands, which is extremely difficult nowadays because that we are ramping up the whole production and launch activities in much faster pace than that we have done earlier. And they are responding to us very positively. And also within our house also, the support we are receiving from all the employees has been so great. That's why we are able to do it faster and also with great quality and reliability. Thanks you once again for the wonderful success. Let us decide that we will continue this, not only in the PSLV, but also the coming launches of GSLV, which is scheduled the middle of this year, and also GSLV Mark III after the successful test of the C-20 engine. For the second engine, we had tested for 640 seconds successfully. With that, we are through with the development of the engine. We have only one more test to go, and the stays are getting ready, and we hope this launch will definitely take place by end of this year. Wish all the best and congratulations once again. Thank you.
Good evening to all of you. As PDPSLV has explained, this is the first time we are able to do 5 missions in a year, placing the 5th satellite of IRNSS series in orbit. And this is indeed a great achievement, and the time frame in which this launch was done in just 50 days put a lot of pressure on the team that is working on these launches, both in the centers as well as in the industries. And the response showed was tremendous. And with this kind of a response, we'll be able to take this forward. There is no doubt in what Director LPSC has demanded, that we'll be able to achieve higher launches in the coming years to come. This launch has also happened on the sidelines of International Women's Day, and I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all the women employees of ISRO as well as in IPRC for their great contribution, and wish you all the best for the future. Thank you.
Respected Chairman ISRO, distinguished professors, my dear colleagues all over ISRO DOS, let me first congratulate from the bottom of my heart for the very successful mission just now we had. We are nearing the full constellation of 7, 6 already is in orbit. It's a fantastic achievement and the dream come true for India to be totally self-reliable on satellite navigation is a great achievement for years to come. And now, at this joyful occasion, I would like to mention that every time we give a very precise orbit injection and the expectations are very high to give the same kind of accuracy every time is highly giving pressure and very sensitive. And we are very proud to say that this, yet again, we have given the excellent accuracy and which has made the further spacecraft operations very simple and the life will be more. And at this junction, let me congratulate all the ISRO DOS colleagues on behalf of ISRO Inertial Systems Unit and my own behalf, all the very best and hearty congratulations. Thank you.
Good evening to one and all. PSLV has done its job very well once again. Now, satellite has taken over, and the MCF has already taken over the control, and both the panels have deployed. And it marks, basically, it is a double century of sort in the space. I think south panel of IRNSS one of deployed. It is a 200th successive deployment in the space, and 201 has happened on north panel. So at that time, I think I thought of bringing late Temman Satyanarayana, who was the beast of all the mechanisms of the space mechanism, and IRNS 1 year started. I think put in record his contributions and the groups on that. And having done that, I think as already told, the Internet mission life of 12 years, possibly we can be able to extend that also. So that way, next 14 years of life of IRNS 1 have started with the 5 more in the gang in the sitting there. And 7th one is coming. That is, having done this, 10 days from now, IRNSS 1 will be in its slot, and possibly a month from there, it will get into operational into the 6 satellite configuration is concerned. Then what next is concerned, possibly a month from now, we will be able to bring IRNS 1G, which is in a thermobaric condition with all the 6 systems are working well. Subsequently, we'll be ready for the Carto 2C, SCATSAT, INSAT 3DR, 18, GSAT 18, like that, yeah, a good number of things coming. That means today we are celebrating for this, and there is no reason to get complacent. Definitely a good number of satellites, even though 5 we realized last 12 months. Many more has to be queued up. Many more we are making it up, and ensure that every one of them reaching the launch pad in the intended target time. Towards that, all the centers meant for the satellite, the ISRO Satellite Center, as well as the combined units working for centers are doing well. And both technical as well as the teams, supporting teams, all the way from administration to the canteen, to the library, to the purchase accounts, every one of them, they are contributing to the level. The required infrastructure also coming up in a much better way. All the things putting together, the chairman's target of not getting satisfied to even 5 we make it, 7, 10, I think that the asking rate is going up and up and up. And though we are making it 200 in the case of deployment, I think similar centuries are expected, even the launch also. Possibly satellite team also live to the occasion, and very best to everyone and all. Thank you.
श्री किरण कुमार सर, अध्यक्ष भारतीय अंतरिक्ष अनुसंधान संस्था और सभी केंद्र का निर्देशकों ने और इसरो का जितने वैज्ञानिक अभियंता और कर्मचारी है, आप सबको बधाई और अभिनंदन। और ये IRNSS श्रृंखला का 6ठा उपग्रह का उत्क्षेपण है, और चंद एक महीने पे हमारा 7वां उपग्रह का उत्क्षेपण होगी। और इसी का साथ मेरा विश्वास है IRNSS ये भारतीय उपमहाद्वीप में सबसे बेहतर दिशा दिखाने वाला नेविगेशन सिस्टम होगी। और ये मौका पे मैं जो आज तक जो 7 पेलोड भेजने वाला जो टीम है, जो हमारा भारत अंतरिक्ष उपयोग केंद्र की श्री दीपक दास और TVS राम का नेतृत्व में जो टीम आज ये 7 पेलोड भेज चुके हैं, मैं उनको बधाई देता हूँ और समस्त इसरो का वैज्ञानिक और अभियंता को ये मौके पे बधाई देता हूँ। नमस्कार।
I would just like to point out the satellite which we launched on January 20th. Today, the alert flag on the system has been lifted, and the signals are available for use for navigation purposes. So within about a month and a half, now the whole system has become fully operational. And I'm sure by the time we put the next satellite of this constellation into orbit, this satellite signals also will be fully available for navigation purposes. I take this opportunity to congratulate each one of you for the wonderful job you are doing. We have a long way to go. Let's keep it up. Thank you.